XRP, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, if we refer to our analysis, my last video when the price was here, I mentioned that we're expecting the price to drop and break this low because we were putting this one as a correction. I mentioned an internal 1 to 3 in relative to this, and this is what we get. That's why when the price was within this range, I mentioned having entry above this is not valid anymore. The only way was to have entry above this if we were looking for sharp move. And as we can see, the price drop. We want to see what's the next, whether we can get any buy setup from here or this one turn to a correction for one more drop. Okay, in this case, we start with from daily chart. Okay, as we can see, based on daily chart, we have been within this down move. Okay, we want to see whether there is a continuation or reversal. By the way, the only times we can confirm if we get the correction here. Okay, now we want to see how we can trade it. If we move to forward chart, as we can see based on forward chart, again, when the price was within this range, I mentioned that if it's not moving really fast, we can expect one more drop, and this is what we get it. Okay, now I want to see, can we get any buy from here or not? But right now, based on forward chart, we have nothing. And if we move to lower time frame 1 hour chart, we see how we can trade. Okay, as we can see, based on 1 hour chart just now I mentioned, if this one is give a is move as a correction, is like very corrective, still we can expect one move down. Okay, the only times we can, that's mean if this one turn to a corrective, the traders can look for sell. It depends how high it can go. Move higher, they can look for trade setup. If not, they can have entry above the below this. It depends on them. But the best things is if we get the buy setup, if you want to look for buy. But right now we don't have any buy setup. Okay, then how we can buy? If this one continue and tend to a sharp move with a flag or small correction, we can look for buy. But if we get a buy, when the price come to this level, okay, if I put the line there, the first things is when the price come to 48 cents, we need to see whether there is a continuation or not. This is the first level. Then the second level is 49, almost 50. Because if we get the buy, we want to break this, this top and break this one 50 cent and continue. Okay, but right now, as I say, we don't have any trade setup, and the only thing is if we want to look for trade, we need to get the sharp and correction. But these two level again, this is where we should manage our trade. And one more things we need to know, even we get the buy, still maybe this one give us a big correction. That's why when the price comes to this line, which is 50, we really need to know to see whether there is a continuation or not. If this one turn to a bigger correction for one more drop, or it can give us a bigger, more complex correction. Okay, how about if the price sharply move? Okay, the only way is having entry above this top or here. It depends on the traders how they want to do it, because just now I mentioned the possibility where the price can reverse. Again, if we want to have entry, one is here and the another one is the top, which is the first one can be 48 again and the second one be 49. And we need to know that when we want to have entry above the top with the whether 48 or 90, what we want the price tag break and continue. If this tag is not moving within 1 or 2 hours, we take out the trade. And this type of the trade is very risky. As we mentioned, maybe we get the bigger correction for one more drop. Okay, by the way, right now we don't have any trade setup. The only thing is we want to see whether we get the correction here for one move down or we get the sharp move flag for buy. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or any trade setup, then I will share. Thanks.